franktalks.com.
A reading from Terry Gould, The Lifestyle. Hi, I'm Zoltan, and welcome to another edition of Frank Talks, Pleasures and Lifestyles, a reading from. This week's reading segment comes from Terry Gould, The Lifestyle, pages 116 to 118. Swinging never made a bad marriage good, but it can make a good marriage better, averred Joyce's curly-headed husband Richard, who had walked over from a neighboring umbrella as part of his constant patrolling to earn his free holiday. It's not for everyone, but if you look at who's in it, everyone's represented. These aren't stupid jerks who take drugs to have a good time. They're socially great people. You know what the biggest shock is to people who go to our club for the first time? Nothing shocking about the folks in there? I asked. Exactly. You should write that. I was being agreeable, of course, but in order to be objective about non-criminals who've been historically hated on strictly moral grounds, you have to offer them dignity and sympathy, favors not usually granted to revolting heterosexual hedonists. I noticed Chuck and Leah, Ed and Carla, and Elliot and Linda veering off from the other pool-bound lifestylers, and I broke from Rich and Joyce, plowing through the sand and catching up with the six at the brick path before the bar cabana at the top of the beach. Principal is as high as I want to go. It's where I can do the most good, Chuck was telling Linda as they entered the cabana. Beyond us was the hot tub where a school of lifestyle women were drifting against each other, shiny as porpoises. Two of them waved and then mooned us. At the level I'm at, you have a practical proximity to the kids and to the people that work under you, and you can take the bullshit policies that are coming down at you and work them into your effective curriculum goals. We've got a tough school in a heavy gang area, but we've got a very good learning environment. So are you known as the principal that makes a gangsta school work? Linda asked him. Never been tempted to enter that bubble, Chuck replied. I've been asked to go on speaking tours, but I told them, look, what I do, the way I do it, is not transferable. The goal is pretty universal, but I could tell you that in one sentence. Get them to understand that every single thing they do has consequences. Everything proceeds from that. I looked at the four women in the hot tub rubbing their breasts together for a couple of husbands who were videotaping them, then at Chuck, then at Joe and Doris, who were walking up the brick path on their way to catch a taxi to the Mission Church in Loretto. There's no conflict here at all, hombre, Chuck said, following my gaze. This is harmless entertainment. The consequence is pleasure. It's just real hedonist enjoyment with the right people, Leah said, and by turning her back on the hot tub, she seemed to be excluding the four women who were now tightly encircling the two cameramen. The people that we're attracted to require a certain level of intimacy prior to having sex. And that was an excerpt of The Lifestyle by Terry Gould. If you would like to read more about this, consult The Lifestyle by Terry Gould. This was Zoltan for Frank Talks, Pleasures and Lifestyles, a reading from segment. If you have a suggestion of any literature you'd like us to review dealing with pleasures and lifestyles, please let us know now. Send an email to frank@franktalks.com. That's frank@franktalks.com, or visit our website at www.franktalks.com.
Remember to sign up for the Alternative Relationship Choices ARC newsletter and get weekly tips to guide you through polyamory, swinging, and the basics of non-monogamy. We can help you find your ARC, your alternative relationship choice. Sign up at franktalks.com now.